100 people in it?
No.
No. You can't? Okay. So it's not about people coming on. It's, you're going live to YouTube. So it's whoever's on YouTube or on charlottetilbury.com. It's not like invited to the webinar.
Can you see it from your
I
phone?
think she's going to be saying, we're live now. Come on.
I can start.
Put your mute.
Hi everyone, thank you so much for joining my masterclass on the new Bejeweled Eyes to Hypnotize Instant Eye Palette. I'm so excited about this drop, and I always love when Charlotte does these drops every year on these instant eye palettes. They really truly are some of my favorite eyeshadow palettes that Charlotte does, and this is definitely by far one of my favorite palettes. And it comes in this gorgeous packaging, which is really reflective and glowy and really cool. And inside you've got all these gorgeous shades, and you can see them. Oh, look how pretty those look. And you've got these shades have basically been inspired by jewels and crystals, and Charlotte has always been Charlotte has always loved jewels and crystals, and so have I. They always give you really good energy. And so look here, we've got the Happy Glow here, which is these kind of gold shades which have been inspired by topaz. Then you've got the Love Glow here, which are inspired by rubies. So you've got this gorgeous kind of pinky coppery shade with that kind of gorgeous deep red cranberry, which looks so gorgeous on the eyes, and it really makes your eye color pop. Then you've got the Dream Glow, which is these kind of amethyst shades, and they've been inspired by amethyst. And I am actually doing this on myself today. So a purple look is very different for me, but I'm going to show you guys how to create a gorgeous day to night look with this palette, with these shades. And then you've also got the Seduce Glow, which is inspired by smoky quartz, which you can create a gorgeous warm smoky eye with. Okay, all these shades are gorgeous on the eyes, and they really make your eye color pop. So today I know that Kalechi did the Happy Glow and SJ did the Love Glow. So today I am going to be doing the Dream Glow. Now, let's see. Okay. So I'm using my blender brush and my smudger brush today, and I'm also using my eyeliner brush. Now this is a tiny little liner brush, and it's definitely one of my favorite brushes from Charlotte's because you can create a really amazing feline flick with this. And I'm going to be creating a feline flick with the purple shadow. And quickly, I've forgotten, I also want to show you guys the other palettes that have been created in the past couple years, which I've loved to death. So basically you've got the Pillow Talk. I hope you guys all know about this palette because this palette is absolutely amazing. This is definitely my everyday palette. It's very different to the palette, the Bejeweled palette. So in this palette, you've got 8 mattes and 4 metallics. Okay, and they're all these kind of gorgeous neutral shades, nudie pink, smoky browns, a bit more of a daring pink on the side. But this I use on all of my celebrity clients, and I use it on myself every single day just because you can create these gorgeous natural looks, and it's just a must have. It's a must have. And then next to it, I'm going to show you guys. So it looks very different. You've got the Bejeweled Eyes to Hypnotize, and this is a bit more poppy. So this is great for Christmas time when you want to be creating kind of Christmas eye looks, go for something a bit more daring. You want to make your eye color pop. And also you can really create gorgeous daytime looks with this as well. So I'm going to show you guys day to night with this look that I'm doing. And then you've also got the 2 other palettes here, which you've got Stars in Your Eyes, which is one of the first ones we ever made, which I really love, and I still use this. And then you've also got this one here, which is Starry Eyes to Hypnotize, which is also very different to the other palettes. So, okay, so I'm going to swatch this for you guys as well, because I want to show you guys the color payoff. The color payoff is insane. Like these textures, they're so emollient, they're so soft. All the mattes are so blendable. They really are the best eyeshadows, and you don't need to be a makeup artist to use this palette. You honestly really don't. They do the work for you. They're really easy. And okay, so I'm going to show you Happy Glow first. And this is actually one of my favorite ones. This is definitely something I would use in the day for myself. And it's kind of just one of those really, really easy looks that you can do. And I'm going to swatch it here so you guys can see. But look, that's one, guys, that's one swatch. Can you see how amazing the payoff is? Like, it's actually insane. And look, it's a beautiful, beautiful gold shade. I'm going to do this quickly so I can get to the eye look. Then you've got the matte, but I want to show you guys how amazing the mattes are, because look how strong that payoff is. It's amazing. Then you've also got the oh my God, look at that shade. It's insane. You've got this gold shade here, but look at that. The payoff is amazing. So this is definitely like a daytime look I do, but I also do kind of like a nighttime, like pop of gold on my eyes, maybe a bit more mascara. And then I'm going to quickly swatch the other ones for you guys. You've got the Love Glow look here. And this is a bit more of like a golden champagne with a hint of like rose gold through it, I'd say. So you can see that there. But look how pretty those shades are. Like, you can really see them pop. Like, they actually look like jewels. And that's what Charlotte really wanted with this palette, for them to look like jewels. Then you've got this gorgeous kind of coppery cranberry shade, I'd say. Maybe it's a bit more red. And you've got that there. And then you've got the matte shades. You can really create a smoky ruby eye with this. And you've got that here. There. So look, those are two of the looks. So you've got the Happy Glow and you've got the Love Glow, which are gorgeous. And I would wear these every day and every night. And then you've got my look, which I'm doing today. And I love this look. This is something very different that I usually go for, but I've really, really fallen in love with these shades. And you've got this kind of champagne shade. It's kind of iridescent. Looks like moonstone in a way. You've got that shade there. Look at that glow. Like, it's insane. Like, it's amazing. And then you've got the kind of more pink shade in the middle. Like so. It's pink with a hint of purple through it, really. There you go. It kind of change. The thing is with this shade, it kind of changes in the light, which I really like. So it looks different in different lights, which I think is really cool. And then you've got the Dream Glow, which is more of like a purple shade. It looks more like amethyst. So you've got this. And this is the shade I'm going to use to actually create a gorgeous feline flick with, which I think is quite cool. So I'm going to create like a purple liner with this look. I'm going to do that with that little brush that I showed you guys earlier with. So look, that's three of the looks. And they're gorgeous and very different. And then the last one, which is definitely one of my favorites as well. Love these shades. Okay, so you've got the gold shade right here. But look, guys, you can see I'm doing this in one stroke, which is insane for an eyeshadow palette. Like, I'm not going in again. This is happening in one stroke. You can see that the payoff is really, really strong. Like, you can use your fingers and just tap these on your eyes. You don't even have to use a brush. And then you've got this smoky matte chocolate brown, which is really gorgeous to kind of create a smoky eye. And then you've got the last shade, which is more of like a quartz shade, which is there. But look at that, guys. Look at the payoff with that. It's amazing. Like, they are such gorgeous shades. They're great for night. They're great for day. But I'm gonna, should I keep these on? I might as well just keep them on. Okay. So I'm gonna start my eye look off, and I'm gonna be using the three brushes I showed you guys. So I'm using the blender. So the blender is great because you use this above your eyes, so backwards and forwards like a windscreen wiper. That's what Charlotte always says. Then you've got the smudger, and you use this just underneath your eyes to kind of blend. And then this is one of my favorite brushes. This came out after these two, and this is kind of like an eyeliner brush. So you can create a really gorgeous feline flick with your shadows, which I think is really cool. And they're not as intense as an eyeliner. Shadows are always softer, so you can create that kind of graduate effect on your eye, which is really, really pretty. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that today. And okay, let's get started. Okay, so, what am I going to do first? Okay, so I'm going to go in with this first shade. I'm actually going to go in with my finger with this. When I do my eyes, I kind of like to mix it up with my fingers and brushes. So depending on the shade. But I'm going to go in with that first shade and I'm going to tap this on my lid like so. Wow. Can you see how that's instantly just picked up? And that's just like added glow to my eyes. And that's what Charlotte wanted. Charlotte really wanted this palette to add glow to your eyes like Jules would. And this, oh my God, this looks beautiful on. I love this shade. And you can create like a really gorgeous kind of halo effect with this shade as well. So this looks gorgeous on, and I'm just tapping this in with my finger backwards and forwards, but just kind of keeping it on my lid. I just want to keep it on my lid. That's all I'm doing. So super easy, like so. Also, guys, I just want to say this palette is available for 48 hours. So you guys need to get yours quick because I know they're going quick. And you're all just going to fall in love with this palette because you can create such beautiful looks with this. Okay, so I've got it on both my lids and you can see how that's really made my eye pop, and it's kind of made my lids look a bit bigger than they naturally are. And that's a little trick. If you put a lighter shade on your lid, it will always make your lids look a lot bigger than they are. And I always like my eyes to look really big. Okay, so I've just tapped that on with my finger, like so. Then I'm going to go in with my smudger brush, and I'm going to go in with that same shade. And I'm going to use this in the inner corners of my eyes. And this is like an old Hollywood red carpet trick. This is something Charlotte taught me when we did the red carpets together and I was assisting Charlotte and I was in LA doing the Golden Globes and the Oscars. This is something she'd always teach me, and it's really a way to kind of cheat a bigger looking eye, a bigger, brighter looking eye, but just by adding a bit of glow in the inner corners, which I really like. So you can add that in your inner corners. And then I'm going to go in by doing the flick. Okay, so I've got a couple little tricks I can tell you about the flick. And I worked Charlotte for years on how to create the perfect beeline flick. I remember I just used to watch her the whole time. And I use this little brush here, this little eyeliner brush. And I'm going in with a setting spray. So this is a little trick I love to do. And it just makes the color look a bit more vibrant. And the shadow doesn't crumble either. So it stays quite wet. So it sticks onto your eye. So it's way easier to create a liner with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to spray this. And then I'm going to go in with the purple shade, the amethyst shade, right here. Tap that in. And I can quickly do a little brush stroke for you guys so you can see. You can do a little brush stroke, easy peasy. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a really, really thin line on my lid. Super thin. Oops. Okay, wait, I've just done a little slip up and I've got it on my cheek. A foundation brush. Okay, I just need to find a foundation brush and then I can't do. Is there a white brush around? The magic brush. Okay, sorry guys, I've got it. Here's my magic brush. I'm going to go in with my foundation and quickly take that off. Because obviously I've got a bunch of shadows on my arm. Shouldn't really be pressing that against my face. And I'm quickly just going to, there we go, take it off. Done. Okay. So next. Okay, so I'm going to go in with this brush. And I'm quickly, okay, I always find it really hard to talk when I'm doing liner. I'm going to try my best to talk while I'm doing this, because if you all know, liner is super hard to do in general, especially when you talk, it's the hardest. But okay, there we go. So I've done a really thin line above my eye with that purple shade, and it kind of looks a bit smoked out, which I really want. And then another little trick I like to do is, okay, there we go. It's on. Now to create the flick, I'm going to add a little bit more of the setting spray. There we go. And okay, the way I do feline flicks, it's a little bit different to other people that do them, but it's a little trick I found, especially if you have hooded eyes. This is a great little trick, especially if your line goes a bit further down. The way you can do a flick then is by going a bit further to where your eye ends. So bringing it a bit further down. Rather than starting your flick right where your eye ends, go a tiny bit further down and then lift up. And you're going to see it makes a massive difference, and it's way easier to do liner that way. At least I find. So I'm just going to draw a little dot to where I want this to end. But it is so easy to do it with this brush. It's much easier than with an eyeliner. That's why I love to do eyeshadows with this brush, because it is a lot easier. Okay, so I'm just kind of filling that in. Don't want to go too crazy with my liner because this is supposed to be a daytime look, even though I wear quite a lot of makeup for the daytime, I'm not going to lie, but I am a makeup artist, so it is allowed. So I am doing my liner. Okay, so that is on, guys. That is basically on. Literally did that in a second. I'm quite proud of myself on that. And okay, so purple liner is on. I'm going to quickly do the same thing on the other eye, but look how pretty that looks. And that's with the shadow, and it's really soft and just really pretty, and it really goes well with the shadow. And then later I'm going to smoke it with the purple shade. So I'm going to show you what I do later for the nighttime look. But there you go. And this brush just makes it so easy. But you can do this with all the shadows. So you could create like a smoke, like a coppery red liner with that, which I think would look so gorgeous on. And then you could also do a really cool look where you did like a smoky brown look, and then you could use this gold shade as a liner, and that will really make your eye color pop, and you will really be able to see the gold liner. So there's loads of different things you can really do with this palette. You can also mix and match it, but Charlotte just wanted to make it really easy for everyone by putting 3 shades per look, but you can mix and match if you want to. Okay, so I'm going to do the next eye as quick as I can. And okay, so I'm doing a thin little line again above my lid, like so. There we go. Nice. Okay, I love this. I do love a purple liner. So if you guys are scared of wearing purple eyeshadow, just wear it as an eyeliner. Honestly, it looks so nice, and it really will make your eye colors pop, especially if you've got hazel eyes. It will really make your eyes look a lot greener, which is really nice, I find. And then I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to do a flick. Just a quick little flick. And I find this is always the hardest bit, is to just match the 2 flicks together. Okay, this is when I need to just concentrate a little bit more. If you guys do liner, you'll know what I mean. It's always really hard to kind of match the 2 together. Okay, that one's a bit bigger than the other. I'm just gonna have to make the other one a tiny bit bigger. I actually prefer this one, so I'm gonna just match it. Okay. Okay, so is there any questions? Okay.
What lipstick are the textures new?
Okay, so the lipstick I'm wearing, guys, is Super Size Me Lip Liner. And I'm wearing the Pillow Talk Medium 2 lipstick. So the textures in this palette, so the metallic textures are all new, and they're really emollient and soft and create that really glowy eye. And then the mattes are still the same, which I'm really happy about, because these mattes are very hard to beat because they are so emollient and so soft and they don't patch. And with a lot of mattes, the darker they get, the easier they patch. Whereas these, they really don't patch, which I love because I really hate it when eyeshadows patch because it's really hard to kind of get rid of it. So these are really soft, really emollient, really easy. And then you've got the new emollient kind of metallic shades, which really make your eye color pop. And that kind of gives that jeweled effect on the eyes. Okay. Also, guys, you get free delivery, free express delivery for the next 48 hours on this palette as well. Okay. So this is my daytime look. I'm not going to do anything more. I just want a simple purple liner with a bit of pop on my lids. And then I'm going to amp it up for the evening. But first, I'm going to add a bit of mascara. And mascara always changes a look, I find. And I'm going to be using the new Pillow Talk Push-Up Lashes. Now, guys, I'm obsessed with this mascara. I use this all the time. It is the most amazing mascara. It looks so good on your eyelashes. It separates each eyelash. It volumizes your lashes. It lengthens your lashes. It just is the most amazing mascara. And I'm going to just go in an upwards motion, quickly add this on so I can do my nighttime look. But what I always love to do with mascara is I always like to add a couple of layers. And build it up because I'm not naturally blessed with the longest lashes. So I have to do a couple of layers to kind of create that. And that's why I love this mascara. It's because the more layers you do, it still just looks the same, just more volumized. It doesn't clump. It just lengthens, divides, separates, and volumizes, which I really like. Okay, so, and it kind of tight lines your eyes without having to use a liner. So you can kind of go in a darting motion like so, and it will just tight line your eyes, which is really great. Okay, so mascara is on, but look at the difference. You see that? It's amazing what that mascara does. And I'm quickly going to do the same thing on the other eye. And this has got keratin in it, so it's like a lash conditioner for your lashes. And it really does this push-up effect on your eyes, which is amazing. Like, I don't even have to use a lash curler, which is great because this mascara just gives you that kind of vertical lift effect. Okay, amazing, amazing, amazing. Okay, it's getting somewhere now. Right, okay, so I'm going to do a couple of layers of this. And I've got a little gap in my lashes just here because that's where I've got a scar when my hair follicles came out. So I just kind of have to spend a little bit more time in there. Okay, great. Okay, that's looking great. And then I'm just going to add just a couple of layers on my bottom lashes, like so. There we go. Okay, and I can always add a bit more at the end if I want to. Okay. Okay. Perfect. Okay, so now let's smoke it up for the evening. So I've got the purple liner on and I've got that pop shade in the middle to really pop my eyes. I've done kind of like a purple feline flick, elongated my eyes, and now I'm gonna smoke it up. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with that purple shade with my smudger brush, and I'm gonna whack some of this underneath my eye, like so. There we go. Look, that already looks like an evening look just by whacking it underneath my eye. There you go. Look at that. Do you see that's how it's already kind of pumped it up? And then I'm just going to use that little brush, wherever it is. Like so. There we go. And I'm going to just use this to kind of attach the liner down to my lower eye. There we go. Okay, and then I like to use my foundation brush just to kind of buff it away. So it creates that kind of soft shadow effect, which I really like. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. Okay, so I'm going to go in with that purple shade and like so. And create that kind of smoked out effect. You can see how that kind of gives me a bit more of a nighttime eye. There. Okay, so I've added it on my under eyes. Now I'm going to smoke the top. Okay, so with this, I want to keep my lids in the middle quite bright. So I'm going to focus this purple shade just in the sockets of my eyes, just to smoke it out. And you can just lightly go on top, kind of building that up, basically. Like so. Going backwards and forwards like a windscreen wiper. Really easy, super easy to do, but you can see how that's already built it up just like that, just by adding a little bit on the eyes. And now it's kind of blending all together, so it looks really pretty all together. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. Now you guys can use an eyeliner with this look. You can also mix the shadows together if you'd like, but I quite like how the looks are paired together, and it just makes it really easy. But you can also be a bit more daring and mix them all together, which I really like to do sometimes as well. But there we go. Okay, so the eyeliner I'd recommend with the look that I'm wearing now, and I know a lot of you wanted me to wanted someone to recreate this purple look, is probably Pillow Talk. Just because it's kind of this berry brown, and I think it would look really beautiful with purple. So I definitely would wear the Pillow Talk liner. But you could also wear a liner like Audrey, like a brown liner, like a chocolate liner, which looks really pretty with purple as well. So they both look great with this. I'm just going to go back in with this brush and just intensify the flick, just because it is an evening look. So I'm just intensifying it a little bit more.
Someone's asking, can you use the eyeshadow as like a blush or a highlight?
You could use the shadows definitely as a blush and a highlighter. I think the matte shades is the ones I would use as a blusher. So you could use this one, I'd say, and then you could use these as more of a contour and a bronze, which is quite cool. And then definitely you could use all of these kind of high shine shades. So the first shades in each of the looks, you could definitely use as a highlighter, which I think actually would look really pretty on. They look great on. Okay, so I am just finishing this liner off. There we go, that's a bit better. I'm just intensifying the liner so it goes really well with the shadow. Okay, this is much harder to do when you're talking, these more darker looks, which I didn't realize. Okay, and then again, I'm going in with my foundation brush. I'm just buffing the sides because I feel like that is just a good little trick to do. Okay, great. And then I'm just going to add a bit more of that shine in the center of my lids. That first shade, that kind of moonstone shade, I'd say. That really brightens up your eyes. And then I'm going to go in again with the mascara. And I'm just going to intensify my lashes for the evening. And the great thing about this mascara is that even when you've used it in the day, you can use it hours and hours later and it will still separate and divide your lashes. It won't clump. It's not like you have to take your makeup off to start it all over again. You can just reapply it and get your nighttime look on, which is really nice. And I'm going to add a couple more layers on my bottom lashes because I've gone quite intense on my bottom lashes. Like so. And this is just a really gorgeous smoked out purple feline eye, which I love. And it's definitely one of my go-tos. Okay. Also, guys, I want to remind you guys all to tune in at 8 with Erin. She's going to be doing an amazing eye look using the Seduce Glow. And it's going to look gorgeous. It's definitely one of my favorite looks. So it's really worth watching that at 8. And okay, so sorry, guys. I like to spend time on mascara if you haven't noticed. I just really think it changes up the look. But I've basically got it all on, maybe a little bit too much there. Okay, there we go. There is my nighttime look. I might put a little bit of powder on quickly. And then, okay, let me see, where's my powder? Okay, whack on a bit of powder to finish up my look. Even though, guys, I'm not going anywhere. Just walk around the house with this gorgeous bejeweled eye look. Say hello to Auntie Charlotte downstairs because we are here together. And guys, you guys can shop this for the next 48 hours. And then it will be back around Christmas time. But yeah, guys, you can shop this in the next 48 hours. It really is the most gorgeous palette. I've got it here. It's in this kind of silver packaging. It's really, really cool. It also has all these gorgeous shades over here. I mean, it's insane. Like, look at the shades. Like, they are so reflective, so metallic, so cool. I really just love all these beautiful shades, and they are so different to all of the other shades we've done with the other palettes. So it's worth getting this. And here it is, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and sending you lots and lots of love. Please send me a message on Instagram if you saw it, and big kisses, and have a lovely, lovely evening.